Hi, so today I'm going to be doing my empties. Usually I would just do this on a blog post, but I figured since I have so many this time it might just be easier just to talk it out. So this is what I've got, and there's even more that doesn't fit in here. So to start, I have the Soap and Glory Peaches and Clean cleanser. This is a milk cleanser, deep cleansing milk is what it's called. This is probably one of the better cleansers I've used from the drugstore. Actually maybe the best. It smells really good. It works really good to clean my skin without drying it out at all because it is a milk cleanser. It doesn't however work well for removing makeup. I mean, it's okay, but I wouldn't use it for removing makeup anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Next I have more skincare. The Ole Henriksen Pure Truth Melting Cleanser. This I think is my favorite cleanser. It's one that you just put it on dry skin and then it emulsifies when you add water. It has a really good smell. It is super hydrating, so it works really well as a morning cleanse. I also would use it as like a second cleanse in the evening after removing my makeup. So I would definitely purchase this again. I haven't because I'm using a few other things right now, but I will in the future. Next is hair. This is the Bumble and Bumble Thickening Hairspray. This is one that you just put in wet hair to add volume before you dry your hair. I got this a couple years ago, I think, and used it a bunch and then stopped using it and used it a little bit more. But the thing I don't really like about this is that it smells like alcohol really bad. So I wouldn't repurchase this, I don't think. And also I would find if I used it when my hair was too damp or too wet, it would make it so that it was like it felt like I had hairspray in my hair when I blow dried it. And the same thing would happen if I waited too long to dry my hair. So, and then if I put this in and when my hair was like 80% dry, so this works more if your hair is like 50% dry. But it adds like some really good volume to the roots, but I don't think it's worth the smell. And also it dries my hair out, so that's not good. Next for hair, I have the Garnier Fructis Deconstructed Texture Teas. This I think is one that I've probably repurchased the most because I go through it quite quickly, but it's like $4, so I don't really care. This is a texture spray for adding volume and a little bit like grit to my hair, like if I'm putting my hair in a braid. The only issue with this is it's not good if you don't like the feeling of product in your hair because it's quite heavy. It's like on the opposite spectrum of the Living Proof one. So if you don't like that, don't try it. But if you don't mind, or if you like the feeling of stuff in your hair, I don't know if people like that feeling, but I don't mind it, so I'm okay with using it. And I already have a backup. More hair, of course. I have two of the Batiste dry shampoos, one in the tropical scent and one in blush. Tropical is my favorite, but I'm kind of coming around to the blush one, and I already have a backup, maybe more than one. But yeah, this is probably the best dry shampoo I've ever used. That's like under $10 anyway. Next is the Bumble and Bumble Sunday shampoo. This is a clarifying shampoo that I would use to get rid of buildup in my hair. I used to use it like about once a week to like twice a month. I stopped using it after I dyed my hair though. Well, I used it maybe a couple times when I just had a few highlights, but I had used it up by the time I had dyed all my hair, just because I didn't want it to disturb my color. And I actually don't think that I use as much product as I used to, so I don't have as much buildup, so it's not as much of a problem. So I would recommend it. Not sure if I'll repurchase it or when. And next is a Gillette Satin Care shaving cream. Just a run-of-the-mill shaving cream. I like this one because it's formulated for sensitive skin, so I don't get any like irritation. Next is the Clinique Take the Day Off cleansing balm. This is the best makeup remover I've ever used. I used to swear by the Body Shop cleansing oil, the chamomile one. And before that, like I really liked there's the Boscia cleansing oil, which is probably the best cleansing oil I've ever used, but it's not that cheap. But this stuff is amazing. It gets rid of all makeup. It doesn't dry my skin out. It emulsifies with water, and it lasts a really long time. I think I bought this in like June or something, and I just finished it a couple weeks ago, and I already have a new one on the go. Next is the Collab dry shampoo in the New York scent, and this is the Extreme, Volume Extreme. I did not like this, and I wanted to like it so badly because I love Ruth Creeley from A Model Recommends, and everybody talks about how great this stuff is, but it just didn't work for me. I think part of the problem was that when I got this one, there was something wrong with the nozzle, and so I couldn't just push it down with one finger. I had to like use like my whole hand and push down, and that just didn't make things fun. Plus, I don't really like the formula very much. That taste is much better. Next is the Kiehl's Facial Cream. This is my favorite moisturizer for nighttime. It's rich without being too thick, and helps my dehydrated skin. I did repurchase it, but this time, this is the big one, but I just got the smaller one this time around. But yeah, this one lasted me quite a while. Next, I have this is the Bobbi Brown Beauty Balm in the SPF 35, and I use this shade Fair. It's funny that it's called Fair because this is like when I am tanning. However, it's a really good BB cream. It's a little bit thicker, so if you like really thin things, maybe you wouldn't like this, but I really enjoyed it. It is even one of those things that like looks, one of those foundations that looks better the longer you wear it. So I don't know how that works. But yeah, this is really good. I haven't repurchased it yet, but I definitely would in the future. Next, I have the L'Occitane cream. Sorry, what was this? Dry Skin Hand Cream. This is a pretty good hand cream. It's not the best I've ever used, but if you don't have extremely dry skin, then this is a good one. I found that this is really good for me in like the spring, summer months when I might have like a little bit of dry skin, but not too bad. However, this does not work for me in the winter when my hands can get like dry and cracked really badly. Which reminds me, I did have another empty, but I had to throw it away because I had already cut it and forgot to put it in the box. Anyway, so I did also finish Kiehl's Ultimate Hand Salve. Is that what it's called? Ultimate Strength Hand Salve. Now that is the best hand cream I've ever used, hands down. In the winter, my hands get extremely dry, partly because I live in a dry climate, and partly because, I don't know, I just have always had really dry hands in the winter, and it's gotten worse over the last couple months because I take care of my nephew during the week, and so like doing diapers and whatever, washing my hands more than I normally would, that has made it a lot worse. But that Kiehl's hand cream is so good because it doesn't irritate my skin after it's already super dry, and it actually like heals it, which I've never found from any other hand cream. Next, I have the Body Shop Satsuma body polish. And it smells amazing, first of all, because it's Satsuma, and that's, I think, their best smelling product. This I liked. However, I think that being a polish, it was like too gel-like, so I wish that it had a little bit more grit to it, but it works pretty well as a skin exfoliator. Next, I have the Body Shop Vitamin E Overnight Serum in Oil. This is a pretty good one. I've used it a couple times before. It's just a serum facial oil combo that I would use at nighttime. It does a good job of moisturizing my skin. It's not the best I've ever used. I do have another one on the go right now because I think I got them in the summer and there was a deal on them or something like that. So I had multiples. But yeah, I would try it again. It's actually pretty good. Next, I have the Garnier Whole Blends shampoo and conditioner. This is the Color Care shampoo and conditioner. I used this like months ago. I used these when I just had like a little bit of balayage highlights. So yeah, they were pretty good. They didn't strip my color or anything like that. They're pretty moisturizing. I wish that the conditioner was a little bit thicker though. I like a really thick conditioner. They were pretty good and they actually smelled really good too, which I like. Next I have the Caudalie Beauty Elixir. This is something that gets talked about a lot. Kind of one of those, I thought it was overhyped, and maybe it is a little bit, but it's actually really good. I liked it because it was a nice, like, refreshing thing to do in the morning or night before, after I washed my face and before I put moisturizer on. I did find that it helped a little bit with my redness and soothed my skin, so I enjoyed that. I don't know that necessarily something I need to have in my routine all the time, but I would repurchase it. Again, I did enjoy it. Next I have the Bumble Bumble Surf Spray, which is a classic. I remember like when I was a teenager reading magazines, they'd always talk about the surf spray, and I always wanted to try it because I always wanted beach hair, even though I had curly wavy hair that I didn't really need a product like this in my hair. I still wanted to try it. Anyway, I really like this actually. I love the smell of it. I wouldn't use this on like my first day of having like wavy curly hair though. I would use it on my second day to like spruce it up and like add more texture and whatever. It did dry my hair out a little bit, so I would try not to use it too often, but I do really like this, and I think I have a little mini somewhere, so it'll be a while before I have to buy another one. I have the Essence All About Matte, is that what it's called? Yeah, All About Matte Fixing Compact Powder. This is just a white powder. It's all gone now. Like a finishing powder. I really liked this. It was good for the money. It was like $3 or $4, I think, because it's Essence and they make inexpensive things, which I love. And because it's a white powder, sometimes I'd find if I put a little bit too much, it would leave a bit of a white cast, but for the most part it was pretty good. It was really good at mattifying my skin. I would try this again. I used it up faster than I would have thought because I dropped it on the floor once, and that's why it's broken. But I was almost done it. I had already hit pan, and yeah, and I didn't really care because it was like $4, so whatever. Almost done. Okay. The next one is the Origins, what is this? The Origins Refreshing Eye Cream. Sorry, Ginseng Refreshing Eye Cream. I really like this eye cream. It's probably one of the better eye creams that I've used. I like it because I would use it in the mornings because it has a bit of a pinky tone to it. So it would help to like brighten my eyes if I wasn't going to be wearing a lot of makeup or any makeup. I really like this. And it did moisturize my eyes, my under eyes as well. So it was good. Lastly, I have a Maybelline Fit Me concealer. You can't tell because it's been rubbed off. This is, I think, my favorite concealer. It is thick without being like too thick to work with. It does a great job of covering anything. I think this is like my 4th or 5th, and I will be repurchasing another one because I haven't yet, but I will. And that's it. Those are my empties for basically the last 6 months. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out my blog, which I will leave in the description bar below. I'll see you later. Bye.